Hello, fur buddy. Nice to have you here. Oh, art school, old school RPG. Wow, thanks. 20 months.
Oh,
Woo,
wow.
woo. Josh, 19. Beautiful. Thank you both so much. um, Here we are. She can tell by the sound of seagulls, which makes little sense in this world. um, uh, we are at the ports in the city of, well, the cities effectively of Atmos Isles. Man, what a journey. We're on episode 41. We were just talking about before we went live. And, jeez, what a journey to get here. We just finished up last session with the crew having being invited onto Titania's ship for apologizing for some of the deception. Um, the Where she left information out. She tried to give vague information that was truthful, so she wouldn't lie, but still she felt bad, having been caught. um, During conversation, the crew discovered that they would possibly be able to get a connection through Titania to get sort of an invitation into the upper residential ward, which has been on lock. It can't even vamp up to that area without some sort of special permission or dispensation. Um, One person currently is signed up, given the give and take of the conversation and the circumstances. The invitation has been given to Liazana to visit Kiriana von Sutcliffe's estate this evening. Um, the crew offered as well to help Titania procure whatever, gosh, how'd she keep wording it? The goods that she's after. Where's Titania here? Right, the specialty wares. Yes, yes, yes.
A
And
vague ass description.
yeah, yeah. And she said that she'd have to discuss it with her mother, as her mother oversees all that stuff and uses anything to kind of come down on Titania. But Breelith offered her experience in archaeology to perhaps assist, and Sinister as well with the different skills that they have. Um, yeah, so that is where we are at. And sorry, I had to multitask for a second. Terrible at that.
Uh-oh.
Yep, watch out. I've gotten better at not becoming a complete vegetable to multitask. So that's good. Improvement. All right. So our crew has found themselves back on their own ship in the afternoon here, around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's only going to be a few hours, around 4 or 5, I believe. They're going to hear back about the invitation that was sent by Titania, and the evening will commence from there. I'm going to say you return to the ship, and everyone's had a little time to, stretch out and kind of do the things they want to do, grab snacks, go look at things, go pet Carmine, whatever. And so you kind of find yourselves in different places around the ship. I'll start with, I guess, Liazana, since you've got the evening coming up. It's another 2 hours before this invitation's supposed to show up. Liazana, do you have anything you'd like to do while waiting?
Um, She's probably gonna go look for attire that's definitely a lot more sophisticated
Oh, okay.
than her normal getup.
All right, nice.
So at least she looks, a little bit higher class.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and make an investigation check, if you would. Yeah, with advantage, because this is like the trade center, so the trade area.
That's still crap.
It's not a
You
high
said
DC,
investigation.
so yeah.
That's a 10 total.
Okay, nope, that's plenty. That's plenty. Um, you go around walking the market area. You find a couple stalls that have some clothing there, but um, it's not quite up to. None of the styles fit what you're hoping for. You do come across an actual storefront, a building, and inside there's a smell of finer leathers and different clothing materials. Uh, Racks line the inside of this building row after row. There's about 11 different rows of racks of clothing. You do find a couple sections in here where you can get your hopes up a little bit. There's a couple different designs with some sharper colors and patterns and designs and such that you think might do just the trick. The ones that would be considered fine clothing, around 15 gold pieces. But
Yeah, she's gonna lean. She's gonna lean more towards the finer stuff.
okay.
So,
All right. Is there anything in mind, any visual that you want for this outfit? If not, don't worry about it.
she's definitely looking for some sort of like nicer like pants, like slacks, and not really a necessarily a color in mind, but she wants to wear like nice slacks, like a button-up shirt maybe. But she definitely wants to get like some sort of like a overcoat
Mm-hmm.
that hangs down, like goes down quite a way. Not quite a trench coat, like
Okay.
a little bit shorter than that, but
Mm-hmm.
definitely like a really nice, like fancy looking overcoat.
Okay. Nice. Um, well, you go around to like different areas, different racks, and kind of put together your own outfit from that. And you can bring it up to the clerk. That is a Furbolg gentleman, seemingly young in their years, lumbering with a lot of a bluish green, or it gets kind of green towards the end and like the beard area. Such. That's quite an arrangement.
Yes, yes, it is.
Mm. There's taking it and unfolding, pressing, and refolding all nice and neat. This will cost 14 gold and 5 silver. He's stacking it up.
Sure. Hands him the gold.
Okay. Um, Just he leaves it on the counter for a minute as he kind of wraps each individual item with paper wrapping and some twine to tie each one off. Would you like all of this in a bag?
Sure. Yes, please.
Put it in a bag. Pass it, please. Come again.
Thank you.
Okay, that's it for the shop. That'll give you plenty of time to get back and change. Of course, you're just hearing about the invitation. I think. Oops, shit! I forgot that was down there. um, that'll give you plenty of time to change, and I think around 6 o'clock is usually when you arrive at residences. So 4 o'clock is when you should get the invitation by if you're getting it.
Okay.
All right. Eshavar, what would you like to do for there's still like you just finished that thing with a meeting with Titania.
So sorry.
No problem.
From what I gathered, the rest of us are actively trying to get into this shindig, or are we just observing?
From the DM side, it seemed as though it was just going to be, or Liaison wants it to just be her. And Breelith and Sinister were a little more like, don't go alone. We want to find a way in to protect you. And then Titanium just kind of gave it's pretty difficult to get in. So whatever you'd like to do.
Okay. She's gonna take a quick trip over to the core district whose name I can never remember.
Okay.
In the hopes that like her orphan friends have continued the habit of information gathering, and she's going to ask basically the first one that she finds if there's anybody going to that party who is sick and not going, or well, is invited but is also sick and not going.
To Tiriana's?
To the Tiriana von Sutcliffe.
Okay, sorry. There isn't actually a party. This is just like a strict invitation to her home.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, no problem. You
I'm
weren't
still
here. You
trying to
wouldn't.
catch.
Yeah. You're fine.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
In that case, she would probably be spending the time in her room, sitting on her bed cross-legged across from the two stuffed toys, kind of staring at them and talking to them a little bit. I'm like, hey, how's it going? I see you brought a friend with you into my room.
They just lie there motionless for now.
Okay. You know what? She points to the bear. And it's like, I'm going to call you Cleveland. And then she looks at the worm and she was like, you tried to eat me, but now you're tiny. So I'm going to call you Fluffy.
Nice.
Basically the conversation.
Amazing. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay. That's all. And yeah, the worm, the purple worm, is missing a tooth. In fact, whatever else was peeled off of it there.
I'm not mean enough to show Fluffy his own tooth.
Yeah.
But
Remember
it's
this.
hidden.
Yeah. Nice. All right. Let's see. Sinister, what would you like to do during this time, right after the Titanium meeting?
He would go back to his room, and he would sit to himself and look at the nice gloves that he got from Shar, and try and figure out what is the Justicar, what else, what is this like. Does he feel different? Does he feel like he's gotten like more magical or arcane? Does he feel
Gotcha. I mean, he definitely feels a little more magical. You've got that. You can see through magical darkness now, and you feel sort of a renewed, this additional strength, or more so like when your eyes and your eyesight, you can't be blinded now.
yes.
Plus that spellcasting energy, feel some of this energy of Shar the Dark. It's almost like it connects you to all of the darkness, all the shadow across the world, and especially to the Underdark. And not necessarily your home since you're from a different realm, but everywhere here you just feel some of that very particular energy connected to you.
And then he's just gonna probably continue to like try and feel the, he's not like religious or anything, but he's like, listen, awesome goddess lady with the rockin' bod and the intuition and the powers to make me your champion. Guide me in my quest to protect my friends. I guess they're my friends since they followed me down there. Guide me in this mission that Liaison has undertaken so I can sneak into this area unseen. And hopefully it guides me to some Justicar that got some bread. Amen.
Awesome.
So he's trying to tap it into that power that guided him there before to see if she'll give him something. And he's like, I don't mean to bother you. You don't have to respond, but just asking for a friend.
Awesome. You send that out, and you don't get a response. Okay. Just more of that. Your mind just kind of clears after sending that out, and again, you feel that connection, that really widespread connection to the darkness of this world.
Then he goes, all right, I guess that means nothing. So we're going to have to find out the old fashioned way, breaking in. And then he tries to find, he's probably going to go and round up maybe Cassius and Cassius and Zia and Ashavar and Breelith later to figure out how we're going to do this. Maybe talk to Ashavar if we get like the invitation to maybe forge us copies, and maybe try and get disguises together for the rest of the crew. Get a mustache for Breelith to be Brian, and Ashavar got hers together, and I haven't figured out what Cassius is going to do. And I know Zia has the cloak, so he's just rounding up all his stuff, like all his disguise stuff, and like, all right, what am I going to be? Do I need to pick? You know, he's trying to figure that out.
Nice.
So
okay.
That's his plan.
Beautiful. Let's see. Zia, how about you? What would you like to do post Titania meeting? You were there, by the way, for the Titania meeting.
Great. So I do have a question in regards to, since we finished the dungeon, did we ever start working on the petrification plants and like working out how those like work?
Not yet.
Okay. Would it be possible for maybe Cassius and I, and then maybe Vic, probably all three of us, and like kind of invading Cassius's lab while he's working on that or something? And we're like, Vic and I are probably ripping off of each other, trying to come up with increasingly harebrained schemes of like what we could do, assuming that Cassius is shutting them all down. And like at one point, he's going to be like, okay, hear me out. You could dress, like, I can give you the cloak of many fashions, and you can just pretend to be your brother.
Nice.
Like, you can do a really good impression of him, right? Right? Like.
Oh my gosh. That's really good. I don't know if I might have to check with Deontay and see if he's up for that. I hate to set him up.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he would be okay with that, but
yeah,
you can also just say no.
yeah. Let me think about it. I don't know. He's his demeanor's really just, it's so uptight. It's just it's hard to pull off. Like the arrogance, you know. I mean, he's great. I love it, but like
Vic and Zia are gonna be looking at each other and like, yeah, only he's arrogant.
That's awesome, Vic.
No family resemblance whatsoever.
That's awesome.
Which of course I'm sure he'll kind of be like, really, guys, like, and I'm sure that banter will probably just continue until
nice.
But definitely like Zia's more or less. She doesn't feel like she got a lot from that meeting, and so isn't sure whether or not it's a good idea to attempt or just let Liazana go.
Gotcha.
Because, I mean, there's been a lot of Liazana's life that we've been kind of butting our heads into, and maybe it's time we, you know, maybe let the butterfly fly, you know, or whatever the metaphor is.
I think, and just to add, this is just from the DM side too, because I forgot to mention it. Titania also put out there that while she could definitely think of some cities where you go into a noble's home and they can just kill you and hide the body and no one cares, that Atmos Isles is, at least on the surface, you know, a city where there's a little more accountability. And that because Titania's sending this invitation, if this person just went missing, it might cause more of a, not to say they can't or won't, but that it's much less likely here. Just to throw that out.
Can I assume then that, like, in character, Cassius might have known that and then might have reflected that?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Just
definitely
for roleplay purposes? Okay, cool. So that helps a lot. Thank you.
Okay, good. You know what? Since you're working on alchemy stuff, since you have the tools, as Cassius says, do you have your own set of alchemy tools yet? Like an alchemist kit?
No, and she is definitely not good at it at all. If
Yeah.
anything, she might be dropping stuff.
Nice.
Like maybe Ashabar would be better here.
Sweet.
No.
Well, Cassius is happy to share his tools as an artificer. I think he has like all of them.
Okay.
But if you just again as a DM note, if you ever want to pick up your own, then you'll get to use, no matter where you are, if you use the tools, you can add your proficiency modifier to your roll instead of doing it without. Using his tools, you'll be able to add a proficiency modifier though.
Okay.
But
We'll keep in mind for future use.
Okay, nice. If you do want to do a quick wisdom roll with your proficiency modifier, so the roll plus your proficiency modifier plus your wisdom bonus, we'll just take a look and see how it goes with like trying to distill the poison items.
Okay. So in D&D Beyond, that means that I grab which thing?
Let's see.
Sorry.
Okay, it should be just wisdom. And then we'll just...
And I grab like the 2 above it. Okay, it rolled something.
No, you roll it and then you add the +2 to that roll.
Oh, okay, so then it just rolled and I got a 10, so.
Still 12.
That's okay.
Oh, no, the 10 was with the +2.
You, I meant to say with advantage because Cassius is helping you. So you can roll it one more time and take the higher of the 2.
How do I add advantage on D&D?
No, you just roll it again.
Yeah, just roll it again. Since the,
Okay.
I'm sure there's an way to do it, but
it was worse.
It's shift.
It was a 6.
Shift roll.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thank you.
My bad.
Thanks. Well, you know what? So 10 is the first one.
Yeah. Probably not being very helpful.
Only because actually, often that's fairly adequate, but because the ingredients are pretty rare and a little more difficult to work with. You've only gone through maybe a quarter of the batch, maybe even an eighth, because you all did really stockpile with the bolt. So 1 out of 8 shots, the first one, you kind of lose the viable material in it. But you learn some important things. Might be a little easier the next time you try. There's time to try once more if you want to try a second time now with advantage, or you can wait for another time if you like.
I am probably going to wait for another time.
Okay.
Because I don't know what I'm doing.
Nice.
It's both in and out of character.
That's awesome. Kind of overflows and like on Ashes and Souls. He's like, all right. Well, that was a good try. Let me clean this up. Maybe another time.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. And Brelith, what are you doing during this time?
How long do we have?
You just finished a meeting with Titania. There's about 2 hours before the invitation for Liazana should arrive.
Okay. We're still docked at the town, the city. Brelith would probably yeah. Brelith would go in town and she's looking for a couple of things, Dan. She's looking for a very fancy hooded cloak.
Oh, okay.
That could keep her, that it would cover her and has a hood on it. But also that would have some kind of fancy design on it. That, and she's also looking for 2 platinum rings.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, I know what this is for.
Nice. Fetch me 1 hooded cloak and 2 platinum rings.
Those are the 2 things that she'd be looking for.
Nice. That's awesome. Okay, make a quick investigation check if you would, breathe it, as you are scanning about town. Again, pretty easy to run into something here. It's the Market Square area.
Well, DM. That is a 17.
You find nothing. No, just kidding. You go through and that's awesome. You go through a few stalls. You do find initially a building to walk in that has some finer clothes. It ironically, well, not ironically, but it ends up being the same one Liazana had been in at a bit of a different time than you. You're probably there a little before her, actually. And you paw through, and you do find a number of nice cloaks, but they're all priced from like 12 up to 15 gold. Your favorite design, fanciest design is around 15. Your least suitable fancy one is around 12.
Oh yeah, well we'll pay the 15 gold for the nice one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You bring it up, same Furbolg is there, and kind of slowly at his own pace checks you out for 15 gold, and you have a very nice hooded cloak. Do you have a design or color scheme that you would like with that?
Brilith. I think Brilith would probably go for like a dusty blue.
Mm-hmm.
With some like rose and gold like embellishments like around the edging with like maybe a gold clasp.
Okay. Very nice. Wow.
Yeah.
All right, you make your way back out to the market square to continue in your search for the rings. There's a stall you come across that there was another stall that had rings and they said platinum, but it's like platinum plated and not like
No. We're not looking for imports here.
And so you do come across one that has solid platinum bands.
Okay.
You see the shopkeep. Seems to be a wood elven woman, maybe mid 100 or so. Wood elf, yeah. And short, dusty brown hair, all really curly and kind of like almost a mop, but finer clothes.
Okay.
Hello. I see you've got your eyes on those rings there, yes?
Yes. I was looking for 2 platinum rings.
Any styling you wish for or anything?
Well, I mean, I don't really know. I mean, in my mind, I was just thinking 2 plain ones, but if you have ones with any kind of embellishment on them or anything, like I'd be willing to look at those as well.
Of course, yes. And that's the way to go if you're getting platinum. So, right?
Sure.
Don't stop there.
Right.
Well, here we are. We do have some ordinary ones, but and she shows you just plain platinum bands. They do have like a slight indentation that runs the perimeter on both sides on both sides of the ring. But she shows you a few others nearby that have varying degrees of detail. Some of them have vines that run or etched in and dance across it. Another one has what almost looks like miniature facets that have a nice shine to them at different angles. And then there's one that has like a dragon that runs around and loops back like it's about to bite its tail. Yes,
how much are the ones with the little how much are the ones with the vines in it? The little
vines. Well, they're each well, I guess if you're buying them as a set, it's thrown a little bit of a bonus. Well, it'd be 2 platinum and 4 gold for the ones with the vines.
And how much for the one with the little facets in it? The little.
Oh, 2 platinum and 3 gold.
Okay. Okay. I think maybe I'll go. I think the vine one would suit her better. So I think I'll go with the vine set.
Lovely.
She liked that one.
Wonderful. Yes, fine choice. And she takes out a little box to put it in pressed velvet in there, and loads up.
24 gold, Dan. 24, right? You said 2 platinum and 4 gold.
24 piece. Yep. So 48.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry, 24 for the set. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Would you like these engraved before I finish packing them? Anything you'd like etched along the interior?
Oh no.
Really puts that personalized touch. let you know it comes from the heart, you know? Anyone can thrust a platinum band at someone, but if you put this extra care, it's,
Right. Yeah, of
goes a long
course.
way. But that's just if you care about it, you know, to a degree. Not for everyone. Look rather nice on.
How about you'll always have me.
Oh, what a love you. Now that shows you care. That's absolutely wonderful. It will just be, of course, 3 gold for each for the engraving, so 6
Absolutely,
additional gold.
yeah, I can.
And in which language would you like this engraved? Of course, Elven, or even Sylvan's a little bit more expensive, but Elven, very flowing and beautiful.
Yes, Abyssal.
Nice.
Bunch of scratches and gouges.
That's amazing.
I think that she can read Elven. Put it in Elven.
Very well. I'll be but a moment, and she heads to another area, sets the rings up very carefully in these devices that hold them and give them a slow rotation. And she uses this, looks like a fine tool and some magic that she's summoning to engrave very beautifully flowing letters that just are a work of art in themselves. And then returns them, and here, please inspect. And she starts, you know, hands them over to you to take a look at. They look amazing, of course. And then she packs them up, puts them in the box, ties it off with some, you know, some of the wrapping paper and some twine and a nice green bow and some, looks like holly maybe or something tucked under there, some red berries. And here you are.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Of
They look
course.
wonderful.
Good. Please, if you ever have such fine taste, if you ever have any other jewelry needs, please do come back.
Absolutely. What's your name?
Julie.
Julie. It's wonderful to meet you, Julie. I'll remember. Thank you.
Thank you. Julie's Jewels. Just spread the word.
Yes. Yeah, I saw the sign. Wonderful. Thank you.
Do take care.
And she'll head back to the ship.
Okay, Julie counts that fat stack that she just got off you. All right. So, let's see. Now, Sinister, were you going to try and collect your friends in an effort, or are you waiting on that portion?
I would go check on people. I would probably see that Breelith and Liazana's not here, and I would assume Zia's with Vic, wrestling or sleeping. He's sleeping on the floor or whatever. I don't know what they do, and I probably would go by Cassius, just to make sure he had something to eat or drink, because he likes to be in his room, and sometimes you got to remind him to, you know, take care of himself.
Yes.
But I would probably think to go to Ashvar and then remember she's got those hideous toys. I guess.
Nice.
So he would just like, all right, I'll just wait until I see people moving around, and he'll just go back to playing his guitar and the ship and stuff.
All right.
You know.
Okay. Well, I'll say that, you know, the 2 hours goes by. Liazana, you hear word from Kip. She comes down and like, oh, right, Cotton. So there's someone here. You told me to keep an eye out for anyone with Bessif and such. There's someone here looking to.
I'm sitting because, you know, he likes the wind in his hair and out, and he wants to. If you haven't noticed, he's very nosy. So does he notice?
You would have seen like,
message?
yeah, you would have seen Kip walking away to go below decks to see Liazana, so you wouldn't hear them talking, but you'd see the person up there with, an envelope or whatever rolled under their arm, waiting at the top of the gangplank.
So I would message Cassius and Zia because I don't see Breelith, and I are obviously Liazana doesn't know, so I'm assuming Breelith's not here.
At this point, I think Breelith would be back. I don't know where she'd be on the ship, but I think she was coming back after. Were you coming back to the ship after?
Yes.
Okay, so it's been about 2 hours since, so she'd be back.
So you would probably hear a message that would sound like, "They're here."
Nice. So as that's happening down below deck, Kip is approaching Liazana just to let you know the person's here. I'm sorry, they're up here, Cotton.
Not a problem. I'll head up straight away.
Right. It just steps out of your way and like, you sure you're gonna be all right there? Yeah.
It'll be fine. Thank you.
Well, we're just called away, right?
Yep, absolutely.
All right.
Thank you.
And you head on up. You'll see Sinister just sort of relaxing up in the upper deck. Or Sinister look like they're just kind of like minding their own business, sort of thing, or are they like
it would probably look like nothing out of the ordinary. Probably a mage hand of a bottle occasionally, as he's just like
nice.
Normal Sinister stuff.
Okay. You see that, and you see the person with the missive on top of the gangplank.
And then I'd probably send Liazana a message. Hey, I can send Rhodey in to do your hair if you like.
She'll mindly back. Sure. I mean, I wouldn't mind it looking a little bit nicer.
Okay, and without even answering or even returning the thing, I'll just send him over, and you just feel like an invisible tug at your leg, halfling height.
Oh, hi.
He's just waiting for you.
Nice.
Goodness.
Yeah, she's gonna go over to the person that has the missive. Hello.
Hello. It's a human, maybe mid-40s or so, male. Hi, Captain.
Yes, that's me.
Takes this missive out and kind of holds it over, just scanning the crew. From the lady.
She takes it. Thank you very much.
Good day.
Good day.
The bow. And it's like a manila envelope of like what feels a little heavier to be than just an invitation. Like there's some other papers in there or something.
Gotcha. She'll kind of like hold on to it, and she'll kind of like look down like she's, I guess, quote unquote, looking for Rhodey. I guess we could go fix up my hair now.
Never find him. And then you just feel another tug because he's short. Like he wants to do what you say, but you got to kind of bend down lower.
Oh. she'll kind of like she'll like go down and kind of like sit on her legs.
And you just you feel another tug to say, what do you want, kind of thing.
So kind of redo the braid, but then kind of tie it up kind of in a bun of sorts. And then because he's my unseen servant, you don't see anything. You just see him. You see like floating like pins and stuff coming back, like bobby pins and combs and brushes and whatnot. And then as you're bending down,
it's just this flurry of activity going at what you want, and then like little pins and embellishments because Sinister also commanded him to make it look nice.
Nice. All right.
So he's really listening to you, but he's also, of course, listening to me more than you.
Right.
All right. Do you want to read the missive while Rhodey's doing up your hair, or do you want to wait?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you break the seal and you open it up, and you can see that it's a couple pages of written note and with an invitation tucked in. So it seems that the invitation was a success. It's a single sheet of paper, no folds, and a lot of overly decorative frill along the edges and sweeping writing, all to say that you are invited to the premises of the Von Sutcliffe estate for 6 this evening. The sheets of paper seem to have been written by Titania, and they are notes on what to expect in the procedure, a little bit on etiquette, just in case, and directions, like a rough sketch of the route you're likely to take in case, for whatever reason, you have to get back to the gates, in a rush. But it, again, informs you that you approach, you have to, with this invitation, you can hold this over the bamper that gets you to different rings. But it's only going to get you there once. You swipe it, and then you don't take the elevator, you're out of luck. It works once. And when you get up there, you'll immediately be met by, there's a guardhouse that spans the width of the main gate. Above, the wall is like the guardhouse, and then it extends on either side. And there's, so and so many guards, depending on what time of day or night. You'll be escorted by around 4 to 6 guards, depending on the size of it. With you, it'd be around 4 to 6. Up to the area. Sometimes they'll ask for your weapon to be stowed separately until you arrive. She said that with this invitation, it doesn't matter if you have your weapon or not. So if anyone says that, you can let them know that the invitation is, open on that matter. Or rather, that you can have your weapon. And that 6 o'clock is the usual time. Expect to wait anywhere from like half an hour to an hour and a half, depending on the noble. That you are to be given, to be fed and to be given all this, just the whole rundown of kind of what to expect, the formalities of it all. And she can excuse you from the estate whenever she wants. So hopefully that covers it. I think that's most of what's in there.
Okay. Yeah, so she'll just be reading through all that while Rhodey's fixing up her hair.
Okay. Right, hair gets finished, and it's beautiful and extra on top of that.
There's like a lot of hairspray.
Nice.
Like, thanks.
That's amazing.
He doesn't say anything. He just leaves with his stuff. Or you think he leaves, I guess.
It appears that he leaves.
Yes.
Nice.
She's gonna go look for like a mirror or something to take a look.
Okay, I'm sure there's some on the ship, and yeah, it's just as described. It's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's what you would envision plus the extra of all that.
Mm-hmm. She'll mind link Sinister. Thank you.
No problem. Is there any chance that I can take a look at that letter? Because I want to see if it's like really fancy, like what passes for fancy shit in this realm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can see the letter that Titania gave me if you'd like. It's just all the etiquette and stuff for getting in and all of that.
Did you write anything about me?
Not that I saw.
Oh, okay. That's it.
Nice.
Womp womp.
No. So So you've got about, probably an hour and a half before you want to leave because you want to get to the residence. Part of the letter is, you expect, about a 20-minute walk from the wall to Von Sutcliffe Estate. So, and 10 minutes probably from the ship to the port up to the guards to get checked so you can be there for 6. So with 2 hours until the meeting, you've got about an hour and a half before you need to leave.
Okay.
Do you have any? Do you know how you want to spend that hour and a half? Or anything in particular?
He's going to. Well, what time is Breelith getting back?
She will be back by now.
Okay. She definitely wants to talk to Breelith before she goes, and of course get dressed and ready and everything that she got, and check it out, make sure it all looks decent.
All right.
So.
Do you want to get dressed before you go talk to Breelith? You want to be in your new?
Yeah,
outfit?
probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you spend some time,
I can send Rhodey to help her with her corseting and whatnot too. I'm like, if Rhodey can help you get dressed. He's on the short side, but if you have like a standing stool or something, he can make it work.
Oh, I mean, it's not necessary, but if
I
he
send
wants
him
to,
anyway. You just fill the tap because he does not trust you to do it.
Nice.
He wants you to look good and look appropriate.
Right. Yeah,
Awesome.
she pulls a stool over for him.
Oh,
and Brody's just helping you, like maybe zippers and buttons where you can't reach, and making sure your hair is not getting caught, and unfloofing the bottom and stuff. So
all right. So you're
shining
able to
your shoes.
get nice and dressed up and set and ready. And do you head over to Breelith's room?
Yes.
Okay. Are you? I imagine you're in your room, Breelith. Or where can you be found if she's
Yeah,
looking for you?
she'll be in her room.
Okay. Carmine's, out and about currently. You knock on the door, Liaisana?
Does Liaisana see Carmine?
You probably would have seen Carmine earlier, sort of running about the deck and flying about the ship and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, she knocks on Breelith's door.
Okay.
Just 1 minute. You hear a couple things crash over.
The jam jar, or whatever.
And then she opens up. Oh my goodness, you look so pretty, Liaisana.
Oh, thank you. Rhodey was helping me.
You look beautiful. Can I see? I mean, I don't want to. Can you twirl so I can see or turn around at least?
She does a little twirl around for Breelith.
It's so pretty. You look great. You look wonderful.
Thank you.
Come here for a second. She'll pull her inside the room.
Okay. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine. Yes. And you probably see her new blue cloak laid out, kind of folded over, laid out in her bed.
Nice cloak.
Thank you. I saw it today and I just thought it just looks so pretty, and I thought maybe it would help with when we have to sneak around and have something to kind of cover up, and but I have a gift for you. And she'll kind of rummage through a few things, a couple of bags, and and bring out the satchel, and so I had these made today, and I wanted to give you one. You can I'll just show you, and she'll take out she'll kind of dump out the 2 rings into her palm, and put one on, and then kind of hand the other one over to Liaisana. So I have this spell that I think will help us when we have to be within 60 feet of each other. But so it won't help with tonight probably because you'll be by yourself. But I want you to have this. I had it engraved inside. And so it has like the vines on the outside, and inside it says, what did I put? You always have me, I think. In Elvish. It's in Elvish. I think you can read Elvish, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes, it's so pretty.
So yeah. You have to wear it on your finger. Here, I'll help. And she'll kind of put it on your finger. And oh, it's a little big on that one. Let me try this one. Maybe I should have gotten your ring size but I think it'll fit. Yeah, and so the spell I think will help us when we're in battles, and how we have horrible luck when we're fighting together. That this will kind of help. It'll give you like extra, an extra bonus to your AC. Help to kind of help your armor, I guess, and help you kind of dodge things better. It's like a +1 bonus to AC saving throws, but it's only when she like activates the spell, but you have to like be wearing the ring. So yeah, again, it won't help you tonight. I'm sorry, but I didn't realize it had a limit on the feet to it, but yeah, it looks good. See, we have matching rings. It's like, yeah.
It's very
Do you not like it? Do you not?
I love it. I love it. I just don't know what to say. I mean, I guess just being gifted something is not something I'm used to.
Brilith will kind of take your hands in hers, and hers are probably like, these paws, and fuzzy. And I just want an extra layer of protection, when we fight. And I just want to keep you safe. So, I hope you like it.
I love it, and she's going to like furiously hug you, basically.
Oh.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And she'll give you a kiss on the cheek.
He's not letting go yet.
Oh.
Well, I just hope that you're safe tonight, right? Don't do anything too dangerous.
I hope not.
Are you sure you're okay going by yourself?
I don't know, but it needs to happen, and I just don't want anyone else getting hurt because of me anymore. And especially not you. I feel like it should be me protecting you.
That's what friends do. I want to help you.
I know, and I really appreciate it.
I tell you what, I'll go and hang out in town. I'll get as close as I can without going into the stupid district. And if you let me know that you're in trouble, I will find a way in there, and if I have to take out 12 guards, I will. Okay?
Well, as long as you don't hurt yourself.
Well,
you have to promise me you're not going to hurt yourself.
I will try my best not to hurt myself. But
Braylith, I just don't know what I would do without you.
Same. She'll give her another hug.
He's gonna hug you like really hard.
Okay, well, you should probably go. And You got your big thing. You look wonderful. And find out what you can. And again, I'll be in town as close as I can if you need something, okay?
Thank you.
Okay. And she'll give another kiss on the cheek and
She's going to very awkwardly, 5'10" versus like 7 foot.
Mhm.
She's gonna very awkwardly try to return the kiss.
okay. Oh, and she'll lean down a bit and let you that.
Sorry. Thank you again. I'll miss you.
The ring's true, you know. I'll always be around.
Thank you.
And I'll be here when you get back. Well, I'll be in town, but I'll try to be here by the time. Just let me know when you're leaving, okay?
I will. I'll come. I'll meet with you afterwards.
Okay. Right. Bye. Have fun. Be careful. Just kind of sitting nervously on her bed.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Whew. Well, Lizana, you prepare to head into town to go navigate this whole thing, just trying to run through in your head the different steps you need to take to get there, let alone like what you're gonna say, if the lady Tiriana von Sutcliffe does actually show and not just send someone or ignore you altogether. As that was in the note too, that sometimes they do that. But thankfully before you leave the ship, you remember that it's best to use the bathroom before you go. So with that, we'll take our bio break. Woo! All right. So for those for anyone that's new here, thanks for watching. We're watching En Extremis, our Saturday night campaign, Sky Pirates. They're on their super cool arcane airship right now, doing a bunch of intrigue business here in Atmos Isles currently, after just coming out of a crazy town dungeon. So we're going to take about 10 minutes for bio break. Our audio will be hot, so you can chat with us, ask us your questions, and hang out. And we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Catch you then. All right. Whew, my goodness. That was beautiful.
I'm gonna make some tea now.
You know exactly what I mean, Steph.
Yeah.
12 guards here. Yeah.
Well, pole guards.
Easily take out 12 guards.
And then, of course, just Liazana being like, you're not allowed to get hurt. And Brilla's like, of course, I can take out 12 guards. Not getting hurt at all.
No problem.
No problem.
You never know. Maybe if Liazana's in trouble, she would just like turn into like a death goddess and just be like,
I went to
I'm gonna be
the
honest,
danger zone.
And
Nice.
I think it would be hilarious if you tried to multi-class with Barbarian now. Just so you have,
No.
but it's like
Protect
Liazana raid. Like if Liazana gets like hurt.
Oh, that's amazing.
Only
I want to rage.
Nice.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Oh man.
Oh, I'll check in
Yes.
with everyone else's plan when we get back, and then we'll commence the evening.
sounds good. I'm really excited.
All right. Well,
Liazana, baby.
that'll be it. It's gonna be me. I do. Some more tense music, I think, for this meeting. Something juicy up in here.
You don't think seagulls fit the bill, Dan? What?
No, probably not. Yeah, why are there seagulls in your house, Tiriana? Don't worry about it. Hmm. Oh yeah. Stuff. Dream. Not just. How long does it play those? All right, chat, you can come along with me for this ambient music ride here as we test a few out. Some meal replacement bar wrapper ASMR.
What kind?
Peanut butter pretzel.
Oh yeah, yeah. Those are good.
It was good. It was 3 minutes. Oh, right. I forgot that thunderstorm was rolling in, too.
Oh.
Good times.
Yeah. Also, I just saw the thing in chat stuff about Breeless Rage would probably be that of like a little pony.
My Little Pony.
I don't understand the reference, but I'm internally imagining just like that you manifest a construct of your rage, and it is just an ethereal pony.
Screaming.
I love
Screaming.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that nothing can go wrong.
Nothing can go wrong.
Nice. Yeah. Okay, yeah. It's gonna be me.
Sorry.
Shaking my head. Oh, nachos sound great. I made some the other day because I have like mastered nacho recipes. Of course, it's more like a plate full of nacho cheese with all the stuff,
Mm-hmm.
the meat and the pepper and everything else that gets put in there, coated in sour cream, and then I dip the chips in because if I put the chips under it, they're dead. They're not surviving that.
That's
They're...
not no.
I'm on a break. What's the left side of your shirt say, Trish? Oh, she hasn't everything in yet. Trying to read the rest of the beginning part of your shirt, like something on a break.
Oh, hold on. I just totally messed up my window.
Oh, nice, Jazz, man.
My shirt says "Give me a break."
Oh, give me a break. Nice.
I can't. I don't know if I can.
Nice.
Give me a break.
Indeed.
So I don't know why I keep thinking that the difference in height between myself and between Liaison and Breelith, I don't know why I keep thinking it's like 2 feet. It's literally the difference between me and my husband.
Nice.
Thinking that it's more. I mean, shy of an inch. It's like the difference between me and my husband. And I'm like, oh, it's actually not as steep.
Nice.
uh,
Oh, definitely clear. 1,000,000,000% yes on that. Yeah.
Yeah, I just need to do a couple play testing because I'm writing some new subclasses.
Oh, how cool.
And I need to make sure they're balanced.
Oh,
and
yeah.
not horribly.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you remember that thing where all the cakes look super realistic?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Is it
I
a
just
cake?
found a bunch. I just found a lot of. I made a chef subclass of
Love
bar,
it.
Yeah.
and one of the things you can do is specialize in baking. And so I was like, oh, let's do some things. And I was like, somebody made a homebrew for cake constructs.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, that's great.
There we go. That's amazing.
And then I was like, oh, you could do the pita from the Hunger Games stuff, where you could do like cake camouflage.
Yeah.
I was like, this is gonna be awesome. But
Yeah.
I'm also like, oh, if I make this really badly, it's not gonna work.
That's amazing. That sounds so cool, though.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll share the world amble with you maybe in a month or two once it's a little bit more fleshed out.
On your timetable, and only if you're up. I'm very interested, so on my side.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all for being so flexible and everything. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. This stuff all has to be like, chill and good to fit in with life and everything else. If it's, I don't ever want this to feel like work for anyone doing anything. So, this should just be fun.
Oh yeah, totally. Honestly, my favorite thing sometimes is just like to sit back and watch other people's roleplay moments because they're just like,
right?
Yeah.
Oh, people who are listening can't see. I'm making a very strong Italian noises hand.
Nice, you can hear it just looking at it.
Yeah, you can hear Italian hand.
Spicy meatball.
Oh, there was that meme going around. Did you see that where it was like, "Stop spreading Italian X hate"?
Yeah.
Like, you might not know this, but somebody might be Italian, and you might not even know.
Yeah.
Because they pass so well.
I mean, I'm Italian, so.
Nice.
I have to pull I'm gonna find this link because it was so funny. My partner and I have one of my partner's really good friends is very Italian, and so we are really horrible friends, and that we kind of bring it up every time
Nice.
together.
Nice.
Nice.
Which might not be as fun for her. I'm now realizing now that I've said it out loud.
Oh.
But
Well,
we'll reevaluate the next time.
yeah.
I'm sure they'd say something if they. I would hope.
There's plenty of time.
Oh, I'm gonna drop our
everything's
BRB
fine.
screen. Nice.
Okay. Nobody's jumped up in chat yet to defend Italians, at least that I can see.
Okay. Yeah.
Or am I missing something?
Nope.
Okay.
Looks clear.
Cool. Okay. At the very least, I think we can agree that Chris Pratt was a horrible decision to play Mario.
I can't even understand that
How?
decision.
How?
It's anti-Italian discrimination.
Oh my gosh, I can't.
He's not even going to do a voice. He's just going to do his normal Chris Pratt
Pratt. He's
voice.
not going to do an accent. Not going to do a voice. Like, this is, come on. I mean, like, yeah, I wouldn't want to see Mario if he was like super into the stereotypes like the character is, but Chris Pratt. I don't know.
I was going to say, Dan, you were a pretty, as far as I know, a pretty talented voice actor.
Oh, that's really sweet. Thank you.
You can do a lot of really great voices.
Oh,
I
agree.
So sweet.
Mhm.
Oh, shucks.
I think you could do a better Mario than Chris Pratt.
I think
Yeah.
you can do a better Chris Pratt than Chris Pratt.
Yes, actually.
Yes.
That's awesome. Awesome. All right. I think we got everyone back. Whew. Well, I guess it's that time to get into the nitty-gritty of all this. So I guess over this next hour and a half, Lizana's going to be sort of occupied. Outside of, I guess within that first half hour, Lizana's going to, get changed and everything else, and then go talk to Brilith. So there's about an hour left before Lizana's leaving with her pass to get up to that portion of the island. Works for one, works once. Do any of you want to get together and talk in secret or otherwise out in plain sight or anything about? I know some of you had thoughts about this evening. No worries if not.
I know I would want to try and talk to them. Like, look, we can't let Liazana go by herself.
Them who? Who are you getting together?
I would try and find whoever's available walking around first. So
you can single out people in your as tested so far. You can talk to Brilithia and Ashavar and leave Liazana out. It's not always everyone. In case that makes a difference, just so you know.
I would do that. I would definitely group chat without Liazana.
New group chat.
So we're not gonna let her do this by herself, right?
Why not?
Why not?
She's trying to get information for herself, and if we try to sneak in after her and get caught, it's just going to mess up her ability to get info.
I kind of want to, knowing the nature of the situation and the people that could possibly, she might be walking into a trap kind of thing, or maybe it's just my, I don't know, where I'm from, that you kind of have contingencies in case things like this happen.
I mean, I was talking to Cassius earlier, and because he knows Atmos pretty well, he was telling me that it's pretty, you can't get away with, disappearing people for, very easily here, people would know. So I think there's a lot of a paper trail at this point, and I don't think they're gonna try to pull a fast one.
At least not in the rich fancy district.
Yeah, I mean, if anything were to happen, we can have the mind link. We can definitely get there fairly easily. And if we're in the ship, I mean, potentially we could even fly the ship up there and make a quick getaway, like drop a rope or something. And,
all right. Well, I still want to kind of be close, like maybe in the city, at least, you know. I just
let's get some gabagool.
Yeah, some gabagool.
Yeah.
You
I
guys
know
got
there's a good
gabagool
place.
here. You got gabagool here. Oh my god.
I think there was a good a restaurant or something that had been mentioned at some point. This is like 4 or 5. It was a long time ago. But remember when we were up and we almost got caught by those guards in the religious district, and they were like, I think they recommended a place.
Oh yeah. I wonder if that's close.
Yeah, we could head there, you know.
Yeah.
Just give me a little bit to put my face on. Be all ready to go.
I'm gonna get into disguise too. I would be Rob Danger.
Okay.
All right, Rob.
Sure.
All right. And yeah, I got a bad feeling about all this.
You have a bad feeling about a lot of things, Sinister.
I mean, because there's a lot of, I don't want to be the one to be overly cautious, she did say one time to me to err on the side of caution, and now I kind of get what that means now.
Yeah. I mean, things are pretty crazy, right? I mean, there's cursed teddy bears. There's
Cleveland is listening.
A cursed ocean. A cursed graveyards. Cursed dungeons.
There's a ghost ship out there too.
Spider stuff.
Remember, there's like a ghost ship floating around somewhere out here. So Charles and Charlie are looking for that right now.
But I think, sometimes we gotta just sit down and enjoy the little things.
Like some gabagool. Yeah. All right.
And go into town, have some dinner, and just lurk.
Yeah.
And
surprisingly, we get a lot of things done around food.
Fact. Awesome. Put that in YouTube under the playlist.
Yeah.
So he's going to turn into Rob Danger, whatever that what that means. He's probably he's going to put on his studded armor, which looks pretty rad, and his officer's jacket that he wears, and puts his hair back in a ponytail. No more teasing. Remove some of the makeup, and puts a little anti-shine on. And gets out. Yeah, he's.
All right. So is that heading with Rob Danger? Is Ashavar, Zia, and Brelith to get some food in town so that you're at least up and in town?
Yeah, Brelith will tag quietly along.
Okay.
Usually Ashavar, when she goes into town, like dresses as somebody like as inconspicuous as possible.
Yeah.
But this time around, it looks like she's trying to be a beacon for attention.
Okay.
Like she's dressed in bright colors. She looks kind of like herself, but not really. The nearest like IRL example I could come up with is like a girl going to a club.
Okay, nice. Yeah. Awesome.
Now Sinister's jealous, like, oh, what?
I dress down and they're dressing up, and yeah.
Right.
Awesome.
But she would communicate to everybody that the idea is if shit hits the fan, she can draw attention while everybody else kind of vamooses.
Okay.
Brelith will be wearing her cloak.
Oh, nice. Right, and Zia, you're heading into town as well then? Okay. I'll say that Cassius is going, and I'll just retcon it like next session if he didn't want to. But just so he can be there in case he does want to be there. All right, so the time's come. Liazana you'll probably be leaving first. Do you want to say anything to your crew or friends before you head out?
Yeah, I'll just kind of, well, if I don't see anybody, I don't know where everybody is, but, she'll kind of mind Link and say, hey guys, like, I'll be leaving in a few minutes. Just want to let y'all know I'm heading out. Because I gotta, head out a little early, so.
Well, have a good time, don't die, and mind your manners.
I will do that.
Relith will reply just to Liazana. Please be careful.
I will.
All right. You step out from below deck onto the deck of the ship to disembark, and that terrible storm that I think Sinister saw, or most of you saw off in the distance, the end of last session, has hit town. It's pretty dark for this time of day, and the skies opened up, and some moderately heavy rainfall is covering the ground. Some soft rumbles of thunder in the distance. I mean, there are umbrellas and stuff in case you want to use anything like that.
Sinister has one with his top hat and all that.
They're a little on the fancier side. Not everyone has them, but they exist in the world.
The Cloak of Many Passions at some point can just probably make a little umbrella hat.
Amazing. Is it the primary colors?
Yeah.
That's
yes,
all I can
it's
picture.
like just, bright yellow or something.
I love it. Do you want to borrow a Sinister's umbrella, Liazana, or you just, it doesn't phase? I mean, a lot of people just grow up in this and they don't care.
I mean, normally she wouldn't care, but she's trying to keep up an appearance, so she's gonna ask to like borrow somebody's umbrella.
My umbrella is it's black. It's like gothic, like Addams Family kind of looking.
Nice.
Beautiful.
So I don't.
Perfect contrast.
Yeah, it's big. It's gonna be like.
like a big old golf
it's
golf
a
umbrella.
golf size umbrella.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
He uses it a lot to, like, if it's a really sunny day, to block out some of the light. So, and he doesn't want to sunburn, and he doesn't like getting wet. So there's that.
Nice. Well, let's do the trick then. It's a big ass umbrella, and it's solid and beautiful. Yeah. So you head out through town, and you're able to get up to the scanner, and you got your card in your inside pocket. You want to give it a shot? You head up and you give it a swipe. Can you just roll a D100 for me as you go to swipe your card for access? This is effectively a teleportation, short-term teleportation thing. Yes.
I'm afraid now. Wait. Pull out my dice. Oh gosh, 20.
Okay. You hold the card. It takes a second, almost like it's a bad scan, and you kind of hold it back a little bit, set it back down, and everything turns white, and you feel that teleportation that you felt before here, and you reappear on a pedestal that is floating off past the island, sort of off the edge, and it has a bridge that walks up to the exterior wall of the upper residential area. You see that the entire wall, maybe 120 feet wide or so, seems to be bustling with different guards. This seems to be that big guardhouse that was in the note, and it's sort of in the shape of a C where the two sides protrude toward you. And there's little smaller guard shacks out there. A number of guards walking around what is this big courtyard in front of it. There's really nowhere to go except across this floating bridge from this platform to that courtyard area. Rain.
Is it still? It's still raining.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She walks down the bridge.
Okay. You hustle across the bridge. It's I think we're in like early-ish summer, so it's fairly warm, but you know how the rain is just this driven cold water. So you're mostly protected from that, thankfully. Your feet splosh on the wet cobblestone, little puddles that are starting to pool up. The rain fills your senses with the smell and the sounds of it. You approach, and there's a number of guards right at the end of the bridge, 4 of them that halt. Do you have, what's your purpose here?
I'm here to visit with Tiriana von Sutcliffe. I have an invitation.
Takes the invitation. Very well. Please report to door F, and points behind him to one of the doors. You see now there's some letters. You have pretty keen vision, so you head over to that door. They step aside, let you through. As you walk in, there's a lot of almost Roman architecture here. A lot of the arches and columns and things like that etched in beautiful stone. And such is the case with this doorway that enters right into. There's no actual door on it. The doorway that opens up into a hall that passes through the exterior wall. There's someone off to the side. You step in. Out of the rain, you get that echoey sound in here with the rain outside. A little additional warmth here from different candles that are lit on either side with vents above them to that all escape. And there's little clerk windows on either side, 2 on either side, and they're gated with lots of bars. And there's a halfling that shouts from one of them, "Oh, over here, ma'am! Over here. I'm here to see your process through. May I see your invitation then, please?"
Yes.
And he reaches up over the counter and slides it through. I'm just going to scooch down here as best I can. See? He's really low. All right, let's see. Oh, well, that's okay. That's keeps the invitation to the side. All right. Just pull up a seat out there, and we'll have the guards out to bring you up real soon. Is this your first time visiting the Von Sutcliffe estate?
Yes.
You hear him filing papers and moving things about. All right. She doesn't usually see anyone, not like the old man did anyway. Just so you're prepared.
Oh?
Old man, he'd take whoever came calling. Matter of pride, I guess. But this new heir, they don't seem to care as much. All right, and slides the invitation back through. And there are 6 guards that approach on either side and march in unison out of a door from the right and over to you, and sort of form ranks on either side. Just walk with them. Don't walk further than the person and the 2 in front. Don't fall behind the 2 in back. You'll be all set. They'll see you to the Von Sutcliffe estate. Step out of that range there, and it depends. You'll probably get a warning, but that's about it. Then you'll be locked up if you try anything. And I don't think you will, but just so you're aware of what happens.
Oh, okay, no problem. Thank you.
Yeah, well, when you're all done, they'll guard outside the estate, 2 outside the door, and Von Sutcliffe security will bring you back to them, and then they'll guide you back here, and have you on your way.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, best of luck to you in there, and have a good one.
You too.
And it shuffles off. The 6 guards on either side, and none of them are speaking to you. They're just waiting there for you to kind of stand up. And do you join their ranks? Okay. So you're sort of boxed in a bit. There's two that'll walk in front of you, and then if you're in the middle, there's one just on either side of you, and then behind those two, behind you, the last two out of this. And they march at a very conservative pace so that you're not rushed. And they don't have umbrellas or anything like that, of course. They're in rather fine armor, a lot of robe work and other cloth mixed into. Seems to be fairly decorative, but decent armor underneath as well. And they carry themselves with, the gait of someone that's, trained well in martial matters.
Right.
So your march through the streets. It's beautiful in here, absolutely stunning. And also wasteful. There's just the streets themselves. There's a beautiful red brick that's been coated with some other type of paint product to really bring forth those vibrance out of it. That's the sidewalks. Marble cobblestone chipped from marble and inlaid in the streets. Little trees that have grown, and everything's cultivated to look beautiful, and signage on buildings, the spacing between all the different buildings and the architecture to them. Everything's just been really honed for presentation here. It's a fairly long walk through here to get up to. Everything seems to be kind of uphill from here, like you're constantly marching uphill at a slight incline around a number of streets. Past a grand waterfall that cascades out onto another waterfall that cascades out onto another and another, multi-tiered in the center of a large circular walkway. Finally get to an area where the streets are long and but the estates are very far apart from one another because they're so huge. So you're walking like 5 minutes to get past this estate to get to the next, then another 5 or 6 minutes before you arrive at apparently the Von Sutcliffe estate. As the guards approach, the gate that blocks off the land is only about 50 feet from the front doorway. And 4 guards stop with you. 2 in the front hold up a hand to you and open the gates and go inside. Seemingly some security from the Von Sutcliffe estate comes out. These are 2 high elves. Maybe 800s or so, age-wise. One of them was very long, silver hair. The other one was coal black hair. And they approach. Yes, we'll take it from here. Thank you. Thank you. May we see your invitation?
Yes, of course.
Do you prefer to be called Captain or Liaison? Passes it back to you.
Liaisana is fine.
Yes, well, right this way, Liaisana. Let's get you out of, and they have little or moderate-sized umbrellas. Let's get you out of this weather.
Thank you.
And they kind of glide in with this, not unnatural, but very fast speed, and very smooth and graceful as they slide into the building. And the other guards seem to wait out there. There's a grand entrance of red marble, black marble offset in the flooring. A lot of those tall stone marble columns. There's a place for people's jackets and hats and weapons and everything else. Yes, my name is Gregory, and this is Leah, and we're happy to assist you we can today. Please, if you do you have a jacket over everything, or are you just in your?
I'm just in my garb. Yeah.
Please, follow us. We'll set you up in the dining area if you wish. We have the first 2 courses ready for you, and we will beseech the lady of the house to come and join.
Very much.
I mean, usher you over there, and there's, you know, this room is full of, you know, opulence, right? Everything is just way over the top for a dining room. There's so much that the decor, and all the legs on the table are these finely etched and chiseled out figures of like ogres holding up the table. It's just so much. Everything is just so much. And you're sat down. There's a couple things of the meal. Is there anything you want to do while you're in this room waiting to see if Tiriana shows up?
She's just trying to look around, and see if she spots anything that maybe looks like, possibly anything that looks like it might be related to Order of Respecters, but she's not expecting it, but she's still looking for it.
Okay. Weird. All right, go ahead and roll an investigation check then, if you would. It's not weird. I just.
Gosh, my dice hate me today.
Oh no.
Yeah, 10.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot to look through. It's crowded, but also done in a very nice way. So it looks nice. It's just so much stuff. All on display here. Wealth on display, history on display. And that's sort of where that's at. But I mean, do you want to get up from the table and look around, or do you remain seated?
Yeah, she's gonna get up and look around.
Okay. I'll let you do another investigation check then, if you. Oh no.
Oh my gosh. Natural 1.
No. Yeah.
I even switched dice.
Yeah. That's a bummer.
Oh my gosh. Both of those are going into jail.
All right. Yeah. Nope. There's just nothing to be found in here that relates to that.
Oh man.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do as you wait?
She just, is just looking at everything, kind of taking it in.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna quickly have to super quickly change this out. That should be. I'm gonna share some imagery here. There, but I need to fix name tags real quick. I'm sorry, and I'll share this imagery in our Discord. I should be able to share it, but the file's not too big. And then do this Shavar. This is Venus. Okay. All right. So, you do just that. You wait and wait. I guess just to double check, is there anything else that you want to do while waiting?
No, she doesn't want to eat on anything, so she's just kind of walking around and looking at the art and inspecting it all, and she knows she's not finding anything order related, so she just wants to look at everything and admire. That's the word I'm looking for. She's admiring it.
Gotcha. Nice. All right. I'm just gonna pull up my notes in that case, and here because I can. Oh, you're really not gonna? That's dumb. All right. Good old Tiriana von Sutcliffe Estate. All right. Well, you wait a good half an hour. You have your first couple of courses, the next couple of courses, and 45 minutes goes by. Delightful courses, all very, very it's just a modicum of food each time. It's really not super filling. But kind of interesting and delightful. Dessert comes out after about an hour. You've been
Charcuterie.
yeah. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. uh, so you know that it can go from half an hour to an hour and a half. There's another half an hour to wait. Do you want to just continue waiting to see if she shows up?
I mean, at this point, she's kind of questioning it. Wondering if she's going to, show up. I think she's gonna call out to, sorry, what were the names of the elven guards?
Leah and
something.
Yeah.
She's gonna kind of call for them.
Okay. They come out, and Leah this time addresses you. Oh, yes, ma'am. How may I help you?
Yes, I'm just curious, when Ms. Von Sutcliffe would be joining.
Oh, well, we've, of course, beseeched the lady, but she's not always, easy to forecast, like the weather here. Hopefully soon. She has a very strict policy that we don't bother her with a second summons.
See.
Okay. Is there anything else that I can help you out with tonight?
No, this food is lovely. Thank you.
But we're just a call away. Ask away.
Thank you.
Of course. Uses herself off to just outside the room. And we continue to wait then?
For now. Maybe about another half an hour or so.
Okay. After about 25 minutes, you hear, you've heard Leah and the other person walking back and forth, and sometimes they'll come into the room just to clear plates or ask if you need something, and you hear, footfalls coming back again. This time, not either of them. Gliding in smoothly in much the same way. A woman with moderately pale skin, a bit of almost a purplish hue to it, almost. But seemingly human or maybe half-elf in nature. Dark black hair, golden honey eyes that seem to glow even in the light of this room. Enters. And I'm going to quickly share this out. So, oops. So that you all can see it, I'll put it in our Discord. Oops. Okay. And I'll share it out so I can show the viewers. Okay. Gliding in, looking over very carefully at you as though giving you a once-over. Pulling up a seat at the other side of the table, the head of the table. She sits down. She climbs over the arm and sits down crisscross applesauce in a seat with her knees on either of the arms of the chair. Hello? Liazana, is it?
Good evening, yes. I would assume that you are Ms. Von Sutcliffe.
Maybe. What's your business here today?
Well, I was very inclined to meet you. Was hoping maybe I could have a chat, if you will.
I suppose if you can keep it interested. And as she talks and moves, you can see if she were human, she looks like she'd be in her early 20s. And she has a very frail nature about her. She moves and her frame and stuff just has a very frail appearance. But yeah, give it a shot.
Well, just curious if Anastasia, my surname, is familiar to you.
I don't know. No, I don't think so. There's so many people I have to deal with. Anastasia.
Yes.
He looks around. Any food for me then? Hustle out some food to her. No, I can't say that I really know. Anastasia like crumbs. I mean, I'll tell you now. I have no problem being upfront about things. Yeah.
I understand, but the nature of this meeting is a little more private. And
fuck off,
I have
then.
concerns.
Yeah, out you go. Out you go. Says to her staff, and they scurry out. There you go. Just us.
Are you sure? You don't have anything listening or anyone?
Just me? Oh, should I?
Well, let's just say that the last person I asked for information wound up dead.
That doesn't seem like a good business plan. Wait.
No. So I'm hoping that no one is listening. Because I want to speak with you, specifically.
Are you going to kill me after?
No. I was not the one that did the killing.
Oh,
it was a
alright.
particular group of people that didn't like me prying into their business.
Understood. Well, I don't really care, so ask why.
Since you seem to be welcome to being frank.
Yeah. I mean, you came here on the behalf of as an acquaintance of bloody. What? Where's my? I'm so sorry. I'm trying to look at the name
Titania.
of that. Yeah. Her whatever of the Dawn.
Oh, followers?
Yeah.
Of the Dawn?
On behalf of the followers of the Dawn, so we gotta keep them happy.
Well, between you and me, this doesn't have to do with them. I just... My apologies. I just needed a way to speak with you.
Oh, that makes things more interesting. Bring it on, then.
Curious to know if Liazana spots the tattoo on her anywhere.
Make an investigation check if you would.
Because the last two were great. Okay, that one was a little better.
Okay.
16.
Nope. Now, while she does have her forearms and upper arms exposed, there's the shirt that she has is kind of open on the side and a bit form-fitting, so you can see the back of her arm, the side, and a bit of the front, and most of the forearm goes down to, it's tight here at the wrist, but you don't spot any tattoos.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and come out and say it.
All right.
Order of Spectres. She's gonna keep an eye on her facial expression for a second.
Definitely shifted, and she's leaned forward and put her legs down on the floor. Like, what the fuck was your name again?
Liazana Anastasia.
Right. Alright.
By all means, remember it well.
Well, what has my father's boys club done to you? They steal from you?
So your father runs it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised then that you don't recognize the name.
Look.
Or are you not involved?
Oh, fuck no. It's a stodgy old boys club.
So maybe then you can help me.
Maybe. Can you make it interesting?
Maybe we could be friends. I'm not looking to hurt anybody. That's not who I am.
Mm-hmm.
But I will make a mess of things if I have to. Because I'm sure that you have people to protect, just like I do.
Yeah.
Your father's little band of misfits, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
They took someone. Actually, they took many people from me.
Mm. It's been right.
And I'd like to know why.
Well, I think you'd have a hard time asking him now. He's taken pretty ill. Spends most of his days in his bedchamber.
See.
He doesn't take
And
calls any longer. To make appearances.
So then who runs it? If not him?
No idea. But he and I don't get a... We don't see eye to eye.
I like you, Tiriana.
Yeah. I'm a likable person.
I hope so. I really hope so. To be frank, Tiriana, I believe your father killed my father.
Yeah, that sounds right. Pretty sure that he does a fair bit of that. Or did.
Clearly.
I'll tell you now that I'm in my family. I'm well, and now and have been. Just I'm seen as a child. I don't really have that much say. I mean, I didn't. I do now. My father took ill, and out of all of us, he named me the new head of the house.
You don't want to be?
I suppose I need to share something else then. And you see her kind of lift herself up in her seat in one moment, and in the next she's not in her seat. You don't see her at all.
She's kind of taken aback. She's trying to hold it in.
Mm-hmm.
But she's like she does like startle a little bit. But she tries to remain composed. I see.
Yeah, she says. She's like right next to you. So, it's kind of leaning in. Oh, you really, thank you. She pulls out the seat next to you. Like you're at the other head of the table. She pulls the first one off to the side. I thought I'd get you with that. I'm well, and she opens up her mouth and shows fangs. Come on. That?
See.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that's yeah, it's a. My father would call it a gift.
And you wouldn't?
No. No. I didn't ask to be head of this household. I didn't ask for a lot of things. I just wanted to experience life away from my family and out in the world. It's this big, huge world with no restrictions and none of the shit that comes with all of this. But when my father got ill, make a quick perception check, if you would, as she's talking to him.
Perception. Oh, that's right. So that would be a dirty 20.
Okay. As she's, talking and looking up at you, and then kind of, darting around. When she looks at you, it's like she just sees you. There's something of like almost an arcane or some type of supernatural level that is just knows your motives, like it just knows you. Not anything where she actually knows you or is familiar with you, but it's like seeing through your soul kind of gaze as she looks up. And as she talks, it kind of clicks along with her openness that maybe she knows what you're about and is sharing because of that.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but when my father got sick, boo-hoo, he told me that out of nowhere that he was going to make me the leader, the next head of the household over my two older siblings. I told him I would never, and that I was going to live my own life. I grew up not being expected, not expecting to do this. And my older siblings, they'd take over. I'd live my life with the connections and money and just enjoy life. But I told him I would never, and that I was going to live my own life. Excuse me, sorry, it's just me choking.
No dying, please.
He had me dragged to some terrible cell in the basement where I was given this. I was bitten and made into this terrible form, this vampire. And so our legacy would last. And so I'd have the strength to carry the weight of responsibilities that come with leading this great family. He made it clear that he'd be able to find me anywhere and just control any aspect of my life at his whim with his power and influence. But if I serve the family through this next generation well, then he'd allow me to, how did he put it? Traipse across the seven winds and doing whatever frivolous things my unambitious heart desires, something like that. And that his gift of eternal life through this would keep me young and healthy to do so. Such a wonderful settling point after the deed was done.
See.
So if you're looking to undermine my father and his little boys club, you'll have my help. But I need to add that I won't do anything that undermines or attacks the integrity of my family, though. I don't care about Pembrel, but my siblings and we are a great house of Staffney. Anything that undermines that integrity or our name, I won't do. My siblings deserve better, and all of my extended family, including the servants and the staff that rely on us.
I'm not an evil person. I don't seek to ruin reputation. I do seek vengeance, though.
Well, if something were to happen to him, I would likely be in support of that.
This almost seems a little straightforward, but any chance you could tell me where where he is at the moment.
That, in particular, I can't do. As is only my siblings and I, and his medical staff that know where he is. It would be very obvious who gave you that information. But he's moved from time to time for treatments and other things. And I could keep in touch. Perhaps give a bit of a heads up when he's to be moved or something.
That would be nice. I would like to stay in touch with you.
Wonderful. And she disappears and then reappears back in the chair at the other end. Crisscross applesauce in the seat, or rather, she's like leaning sideways. Her back's like over one arm, and her legs are up over the other, sitting across the chair. Sounds fun. Oh, I'm so glad I took this appointment. From your description, you sounded so boring, but here you are, an absolute delight. I love your outfit.
I'm glad I can make your night.
Yes, well, I'm glad you could too. It's rather boring.
I'm sure it does. I don't think this is the life for me.
It's not. Just for anybody.
I think you would like our little crew.
Oh, you have a whole crew then.
Yes.
Do they all dress as well as you? It's a rather good look.
Normally this is not my look.
Oh.
I prefer something more practical.
Of course.
For our
yes.
travels.
I see. Understood. Well, I can tell you that my father's not here on this island.
I see.
You're thinking for a minute about what else you can... Yeah. Do you use magic?
Very little.
Do you have any extraordinary abilities?
Some. I'm an arcane archer.
Oh. And what's that? Magic with the arrows?
Yes. I have multiple different kinds.
Oh. And you have a crew that travels with you then. Do you have your own ship?
Yes, we do.
Oh. Hey, Dante. Oh, well, I suppose we can keep in touch. Is that all?
I would love to, yes.
Well, fine. Is there anything else that needs to be secret, or can I let Leah back in?
No. You may.
Leah! Leah! She like just yells annoyingly. Yes, Leah, welcome. I would like you to procure one of the sending stone sets for our friend here. Yes, one of the nicer ones. Yes. And Leah kind of just bows herself out of the room to go get that. Well, you've used sending stones before?
I have not, but one of my crewmates has.
Oh, good. You can use it once a day. You have to wait until dawn for it to magic to recharge, but 25 words or less is all we get. It's somewhat annoying, but kind of a fun game to make it all work. And just once a day. So, this way I can reach you if you keep it on your person. And reach out to me, but please make sure it's either in portions or just something thrilling. I don't like to be bothered otherwise.
I understand.
Yeah, clink, 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 clink. You can hear Pace like running and then slowing down as she rounds the corner. Walks over and hands you one of the sending stones and goes and gives Tyrion the other. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. So, oh, right. And through the sending stone, this is how it works. I'll keep you updated on Hembrel and his location. Let's do fun things together.
He'll, of course, respond to the sending stone. Of course, I am looking forward to our friendship. Very nice meeting you.
It's a delight meeting you as well. Well, I'm going to sleep, probably, because there's nothing. But this was such a delight. I do hope you have a pleasant evening stay dry out there.
Thank you very much. And she'll stand up and she'll bow.
Oh, you going anywhere soon?
Not at the moment.
Let me know before you do, please.
Absolutely.
You won't forget me, will you?
I will not.
Good. Good, 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 good. And she sings to herself a little bit, a sing-songy. She kind of dances out of the room. Goodbye! And waves behind her.
Hello. Well, I'll be to sing. Sorry.
Nice. And Leah and the other servant come over to guide you and bring you back out the front door. Same process all the way back, through to the ship. But, in that time, as you're getting ready to, as you were waiting, I guess, for your food, towards the end of the waiting, just before the meeting, finally, the rest of the crew, it took a good bit of searching to get to that particular type of restaurant, which you were searching. Finally, hidden well in the back.
Or some gabagool.
We couldn't remember the name.
Oh.
You'd think people would have given better directions. Like, it seems like it's a pretty well-known joint, right?
You finally find, yes, the olive nest. As you...
Everyone's roost at home.
Yeah. Get in here, get in here. And someone opens the door and... Come on, I'm on own. It's raining out there. Come on. Right, so you all kind of hustle in. It's a smaller joint, right? But there's a lot of cozy tables. Many of them full, but room for the four of you. Or five of you, because Cassius is there. Hey, what are you waiting for? Pull up a seat. Grab a table.
Right?
Yeah, let's get some, can we get some wine?
Forget about it. Can you get some wine?
Yeah.
Yeah, go, we can get you some wine. Yeah. You all sit down. He comes back and he's got like one of those tasting blocks where there's like 8 different wines. 8 different flutes or wine glasses with little bits of wine in it. Hey, try out the ones you want there, and let me know. Let me know what you want. Yeah. I'll be over here. Yeah. Kind of awkwardly hovering, like, yeah, I'll be over here.
Brilith doesn't eat anything.
Wait, what?
Hey.
Said Brilith doesn't eat anything.
Nothing?
No, she's just sitting there really quietly.
Brilith.
I'm tasting everything.
Okay.
Nice. They're all pretty
Or
good.
like snatches ones before Sinister can drink all of them.
And then just Zeal will be like, Sinister will probably determine which one was the best for a couple bottles.
This one.
Oh, nice, free. fruity red.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly, a fruity red.
Mm,
That
mm.
sounds about his taste. Something like that.
Nice. Oh yeah, what a good choice. Yeah. Right. We'll get you what? 3, 4, 5 bottles of wine? What do you want? What do you want?
Well,
Yeah,
let's.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Let's get it going.
Yeah.
let's
That's
get
right.
it going.
Yeah, yeah. Right. Well, we'll start. Brings over
And
like
then,
3 bottles of wine. Mhm.
A round of your finest gabagool.
I
And,
forgot
a
about it.
little-
Forgot about. Yeah, we got that.
And a little garlic bread for the kids.
What do you mean a little?
A
Bring it
little
all. Bring it all.
Get some cheese.
We gotta. And then, like, I'm assuming at this note, probably a couple of us have noticed that Briolith is being really quiet.
Yeah.
And we're probably, like, mind blank and be like, hey, is there any way we can help her? You're feeling? And,
What?
like, with. I'm assuming you're kind of. I don't know, feeling bad that Liazana isn't here, that we're not with her.
Just not hungry.
Okay.
Start playing some modeling music, like to try and like get her back, and then like do the dancing light puppet show, like look, it's okay, and then it'll be like Briolith dancing and Ashbar like going and
Cute.
try to do the.
Just nervous, I guess.
I mean, Liazana's strong as fuck.
Yeah,
No,
we're in-
I know that she
Yeah.
can take care of herself. I'm just, just worried, I guess.
I'm worried too. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys' insistence that we stayed at this fine olive nest where we're home and eat, despite nervous misgivings. But the best thing I can say is just eat and drink and forget all about it.
I mean, I will partially go with the sinister at this point, but we definitely came here to be closer, just in case. And of course, we have everybody back at the ship who we can mind link with and have them take off if need be. And of course, Liazana would have contacted us via mind link by now. Maybe once or twice. If
They
there
didn't
were
give her
any-
the chance to.
Oh, I mean, okay. I highly doubt they could have just taken out Liazana one blow. Like, that's crazy talk. That's never happened. Even when we've been up against some crazy stuff. It's never been just like one thing and done, you know?
Never.
How close are we to the gates?
We're right there.
Dan, how close are we to the game?
You're close to the teleportation pad. I mean, the gates are in a different
Okay.
level, but and wouldn't really have a way to get through. But you're maybe like minute and a half walk. I mean, you're only like a block away from where the teleportation thing is.
I'm just gonna go and take a walk. I'm just gonna walk around and I'll be back.
No,
yeah, I am.
The food is coming.
Well,
I'm not
Sin-
hungry. I just want
Sinister.
to take a walk. And
No.
she'll just
What?
get up and like put her hood on her cloak and just I'll be back. Don't worry.
Okay.
No, don't go.
Nope,
drink.
she leaves.
He's like,
Nice.
don't go. He's not really trying to stop you. He's just like, no, don't.
Awesome.
Don't go.
The server
So-
comes by with like the food and just pauses by breathing. Oh, you'll even it's endless
Be
garlic
quiet,
bread. Just take one for the road. Forget it. Just take it.
It's okay. Sorry.
Just take it for the road. Forget it.
Okay, all right. She'll
Yeah,
take the
yeah,
garlic bread and start like
yeah,
eating
yeah.
it nervously.
Yeah.
She leaves.
Manja.
Yeah.
Definitely after Briolith leaves and after we've been eating for a while, they'll definitely at some point be kind of an aside to be like, we might want to get a couple meals to go for Liazana and Briolith once we get back.
We
so that
gotta
they
make
can
sure.
have that together.
We gotta make sure one is a vegetarian option.
Yeah, totally. But,
And then I look at Ashavar. I said, "You didn't bring those creatures with you, did you?"
Oh no, I I asked Cleveland to stay nicely on the bed, look after his brother, and he said that he would. And he's not. He's not in my pockets. Too big for that.
Check them.
I don't have pockets.
This is the best tonal shift from the extremely serious.
Yeah.
You killed my father. I am so sorry, Lisa. This is
Nice.
But I'm loving it. Thank you for letting us go on with this, Dad.
I love this kind of stuff. Great. Nice. So the guy comes over with the food and and starts playing out and reminds you about the endless garlic bread.
Hey, Dole, we're gonna need a couple of meals for the road for our friends.
So what do you think? 3, 4?
You know what? Let's get 4 because we got a couple people back at the ship.
I don't know.
That
Do you have tiramisu? Here.
What's that now?
Tiramisu.
Bless you.
Yeah.
Okay. Just get some boxes and more of this wine.
Yeah. And I mean the servings are like 3 times the size of what you'd find probably in most restaurants in the city. So there's gonna be so much in the way of leftovers, but it's all packed up nicely. And as that dinner part goes by, I'll skip ahead a little bit in time, maybe 15-20 minutes. Okay, and then Breelith, what are you doing in that 15-20 minutes?
Breelith was going straight to the teleportation, as close as she could to where the portal is.
Mm-hmm.
And is just going to wait there for Liaison to come through.
Okay. You wait. It's pouring rain, so you're getting.
Don't care.
Okay.
Sure.
Soaked down to the bone through the fur. A guard comes over, half-elven woman, maybe mid-200s or so. With she also doesn't have an umbrella. She has all the garb for this. Is everything all right here, ma'am?
Everything's fine. I'm just waiting for a friend to come through.
Very well.
I don't mind the rain. It's okay.
Just how long you'll be waiting. It's we don't really allow excessive loitering.
Oh, no, I don't. I just wanted to be here when they came through.
I don't say you have another half an hour or so before I'll need to usher you in.
Okay.
And they go about their guardly duties. So Liazana, you have left, and it's all kind of quick paced. You're handed back over to the guards and sort of escorted back, and you found yourself in that the safety of that hallway just before the bridge that leads out to the platform for teleportation. Little halflings there just registering you out of the area. Just showing that you're leaving, and I'll take the invitation, please. And takes your invitation, and you rips it up. Did you have a good time after all?
Yes, I did.
Good. Well, yeah, fine, stay dry out there. It's really coming down now.
I will make an attempt.
Or you've got an umbrella, so. He was gonna press the digitate you, but you're pretty dry. Get your shoes and stuff. Right, well, just head on out to the teleportation pad. Down you go. It'll let you down anywhere to the regular areas where you're allowed. Take care.
You. Have a good evening.
You too, thank you. Shift's almost over as you're walking away.
As she's walking out, about to cross the bridge, she's going to mind link Breelith and say, I'm not sure where you're at, but I'm about to teleport back down.
I'm right by the teleportation circle.
Oh, okay. I'll be through in like a minute.
Okay. You cross the bridge, head over to the teleportation circle, wave your hand over the pad. Set it for the market area there. And it bamps you down in a bright white light. Everything, shifts white and then shifts back to the market square now. And through the heavy rain, a little difficult to see is that the rain's pretty heavy and it's a bit dark. Some of the lights here cut through and offer a soft whitish blue glow, the color of the flames along Breelith's profile.
Hi,
About 10
Breelith.
feet away.
Oh, Breelith will absolutely. If there's nothing stopping her, we'll run up to her and give her a hug.
Mm-hmm.
She's completely soaked.
She doesn't mind at this point. She's like,
Nice.
she doesn't have to keep up the whole like facade anymore. So she'll hug her.
You
back.
okay? Everything went good?
Yes, actually, very unexpected. It went great.
Hold out your arms, like inspecting to make sure you're not hurt.
Like, no, I'm
good.
fine.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's great.
Yeah. Something strange happened. I think we're friends now.
Oh, well, that's exciting.
I have a sending stone to talk to her now.
Oh my gosh, Liaison, this is great. I'm so happy.
Yeah. It was very unexpected, but I got a lot of information from her, so.
We have to celebrate. Everyone's in, if you want to, everyone's in the restaurant. If you want to head over there, and
Well, why are you not there?
I came to meet you.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm sure you need to eat. I'm sure you're hungry.
I am now. Let's go.
Okay.
Go take her to the restaurant.
Nice. Breelith's holding very soggy garlic bread.
Oh, yeah.
And or it's sticking out of a pocket or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So back, pretty much it's not that far away. It's a minute and a half away. So about the time where, that 15 minutes has passed in the tavern, the door swings open, jingle, jingle, jingle. As the door opens up, and you hear the guy go, "Hey! Hey! Get in here! Forget about it. Sit down with your friends over there. We get some wine in the house, eh? Yeah."
This is my favorite restaurant.
Nice.
We
And
always have to come back here whenever we come to Atmos.
Yeah, it's very
amazing. You two, everyone sees rather Breelith, a soaked Breelith, and a moderately
She
soaked
looks
now Liazana.
just happy.
Hey guys.
Hello.
How was it?
It was actually pretty good. Very enlightening. Got a lot of
Don't seem to have
information.
blood on you.
Nope. No blood.
That's always a positive in this group.
Yeah, that's definitely a positive.
I'm
But
from blood could either mean you're hurt or you're having a really good time because.
or it could be somebody else's blood on you because, I'm just gonna shut up now.
No,
Because
I
you
love
defeated
this.
them in hand-to-hand combat, and then you bash the head in, and then you paint your face with their blood.
That's her disguise.
To
Well, here's the thing. Oh, where I'm from, they have like blood orgies. Like the priestess at the temples, they get all like, oh, and stabby, and it's like they copulate. And if the male survives, then he's like the concubine, or he's like the jig. I don't know what the word is, but he's like high up in the thing. I've never been to one.
Wait, so
Like-
what's copulate?
I think we should have this conversation back at the ship.
I thought that's what you and Liazana did when you were stretching.
Is that what you
I'm
call
sorry?
stretching? Copulating?
What were you doing?
What do you mean? We were. Oh, you mean we were stretching? But is that
We were
called
doing-
copulating in your?
I'm so
Is that-
confused.
When one drow has a sex orgy party and makes another baby drow, then, you know.
Yeah, I know what one of those words are.
Orgy.
All right. He's like, here's where we have, this is what we call dirty puppet show. And then he starts doing like laser lights, and as you can imagine,
In this really tiny restaurant, you're just doing a shadow puppet show.
I'm doing light puppets with
Sex
like
ed.
An orgy.
Yeah.
yes.
In this
wait.
tiny hole in the wall gabagool.
Right, it's
Just
a
to
blood
be clear
tip.
what's happening.
It's a blood tipple, and then there's blood going down, and then like it's like a fight, and then like naked dancing, and then they're like having like bodies writhing.
Oh.
Is Sinister doing this with dancing lights or something else?
Dancing lights.
Okay, Ashavar's going to use minor illusion to kind of illustrate the picture.
Yes.
Add some
Nice.
definition to things. Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
I think
Yeah.
we weren't doing that.
Oh. Well, I guess. All right.
I mean,
And
no,
then he
I
just like
mean-
stops the puppet show. Like, all right.
I'm kind of wondering, has anybody else in this restaurant or the owner reacted to this in any way whatsoever?
And I just kind of high-fived Ashavar because I was like, that was really good. Thank you.
There's a ton of people in here that are. Some are just watching. Others are watching but trying not to watch. The owner is just sort of like busy but looking over something like, wait, like, eh. It gets like
Okay,
this
okay.
sometimes. Yeah.
Because Sinister, I just, I really like this place. I don't want to get kicked out,
What is art?
Okay.
Um.
I'm going to just sit here. Can I please have an ale? Maybe something a little stronger.
Yeah.
Possibly.
And I just show him the wine.
take an
I
L
give her the
too.
wine. I give her the wine. Like, this is really good. And I start.
So,
Can I have
pouring
some?
it. Yes. Mm-hmm.
I guess at that point we would probably want to mind link real quick and be like, so what actually happened, Lizana? Like,
And while you're doing that, I'll do a puppet show, but it's like tame. It's like maybe the purple worm in our adventures and stuff.
oh, okay.
Nice.
Wasn't that the
Oh,
name of the previous production?
Yes, the purple worm.
Ew.
No, we went from the red worm to the purple worm.
Right.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, I'm sorry. Ignore me.
She's just gonna mind like I have a lot to say. I think we need to talk about it back on the ship.
Gotcha.
Like she'll say that to everybody and mind link.
Okay.
So.
Changing things.
But well,
Gotcha.
let me take that back. But she'll add in addition to that. She says, but Tiriana's on my side, so I'll fill y'all in on that later.
I don't know about that.
Ooh,
That's
spooky.
what he says. He says to you, I don't know. And then it goes into the puppet show still. And
Nice.
Nice.
it's all of us as a group. And then while he's in there, he's like, have you heard about the good news about Shar? And then he just breaks into that in
Awesome.
the restaurant.
Nice.
Sweet. Little time goes by. There's some more wine brought up, shots for anyone that wants them, and plenty of food, some tasty desserts. At one point, you hear the door swing open, and kind of stumbling in a little bit, with some blood trickling down her face, is Titania. Oh,
Oh no!
that's yeah, good. And, hey, everyone's like,
word.
hey! He's like, oh, yeah, oh!
Immediately healing word on her.
Ah. Thank
Let
you.
me roll that.
Hi.
Hello.
Is she in her street clothes or is she in her like regal garb?
Street clothes.
Okay, that's kind of figured.
So,
Um,
okay.
10 points of healing.
Oh, thank you. Nice. Thank you.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Who did it?
Yeah. Oh, it's, good news and bad news. I spoke with my mother. She didn't like some of what I had to say. Maybe it's just bad news. She kind of leans in a little bit and grabs some wine.
Yeah.
And puts it down.
Drink more, dear. And I'm pouring more.
So, she leans in. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Oh my god.
I knew it! I knew you were gonna do that!
Damn it!
I was just waiting. I was like, I knew you had like 3 or 4 potential cliffhangers in the wings.
Yes.
We'll just see where this lands. Yeah, Nate.
You're so good at that. You're so good at that. It's annoying.
Yes, that's perfect. All right. Well, with that, for all the folks that are joining us here as regulars and as new folks, thank you so much for being here. If you're new and you enjoyed this, which, I mean, how can you not? Players are fantastic, and it's so much fun.
Fantastic.
And it's fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Thank you. Consider giving us a follow. We have D&D across the week. We're reworking some of it, but plenty of D&D. I won't even do the schedule. Most of it's in this 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. time slot. But on Saturdays, we stream twice. The other one's 6 to 9 Eastern. Yeah, you've been watching Extremis tonight, our Sky Pirate campaign. As you can see, they are proficient in getting shit done and being totally zany. Like, I still don't comprehend the process. But here we are. We got a bunch of stuff done. You know, they're just so skilled at what they do. As you saw, it was like highs and lows and serious and silly. I love it. So come and join us next Saturday. I almost said Friday for some reason. Next Saturday, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern, to find out what's going on with Titania and how everyone's going to take the news with Tiriana and what's next for our Sky Pirates. For now, we're going to go ahead and raid our friends Blackwater D&D. They're finishing up a whole week of streaming for good stuff. I think they're fundraising. Have a wonderful night, everybody, and we'll catch you all soon. Consider giving a caw Madbird raid when we head over, just for hype and support and a little bit for branding. Okay, catch y'all for real now. Bye.
All right, bye.